Everyone has an opinion these days. I offer the second opinion. Feel free to give me yours in the comment section below. Let's get into the question and response, then I'll deliver the second opinion.
Dear Annie, I have recently gone through a friend breakup with a friend we will call Elizabeth. When I first met Elizabeth, she was pregnant with her first child. After about a year, we became very close friends and she had a second child. After the second child was born, I offered to go to Elizabeth's house once a week to play with the children for a couple hours to give her a break. Although I initially volunteered to help her out, I was quickly expected to help anytime Elizabeth and her husband needed childcare. For about the first 3 years of her youngest's life, I was there anytime they needed me. Recently, we had a disagreement, and Elizabeth told me that I need to understand that the whole world doesn't revolve around me. I found that incredibly insulting, considering I have done so much for them. Should I try to make amends, or is it time to let go of this friendship? Friend turned nanny.
Dear friend turned nanny. Her comment was insensitive for sure, but people often say things they don't mean in the heat of the moment. Was this an isolated incident, or does she have a pattern of saying careless and insulting things? If it's the former, I would tell her how much her words hurt your feelings so you can squash the resentment and hopefully move on. But if this is par for the course, then it might be time to reevaluate whether you're getting as much from this friendship as you're putting in.
Very crappy advice, Annie. Thank goodness my second opinions exist. Friend turned nanny is clearly being taken advantage of. Before the entitled insult was ever made, this fake friendship was already over. You allow a friend to offer to help, not expect free childcare. Then, you behave in a very appreciative fashion. Making another grown working adult with their responsibilities your free babysitter, as if it's doing her a favor, is completely vindictive and a display of selfish behavior. Oh yeah, she mentioned a husband. He doesn't get off for watching his wife emotionally bully this lady using their kids. That selfish piece of work allows it because it benefits him. So, you have two crap parents, essentially squeezing free childcare from this people-pleasing person. They are using her good nature against her. Unpopular opinion, but don't have kids you can't afford or don't have the time to take care of. We have time for another one? Okay, let's hear it.
Dear Annie, I've been at my job for a little over a year now, and overall, I enjoy the work and my team, but I'm struggling with how to handle a co-worker we'll call Matt. Matt constantly interrupts people during meetings, restates others' ideas as if they're his own, and has a way of dominating every conversation. It's not just annoying, it's starting to affect group morale. A few of us have tried gently pushing back when he talks over us, but it doesn't seem to register. He's also very quick to get defensive, which makes any direct confrontation feel like a risk. I've spoken to my supervisor once, who acknowledged it was a pattern, but didn't take any clear action. I don't want to be the office complainer, but I also don't want to keep working in a space where one person dominates everything. How do I address this without making things worse or putting a target on my back? Tired of being talked over.
Dear tired of being talked over. Since you've already tried direct confrontation, subtle social cues, and even bringing in the higher-ups, your best bet is to avoid working with him as much as possible. It's not a perfect solution, but in the absence of hunting for a new job, it's one of the only ones you have left. If that's simply not an option, then follow up with your supervisor, this time with concrete examples of how Matt's behavior is impacting the team. Hopefully, a thoughtful and respectful reminder will be enough for management to take some action.
Annie wasn't completely wrong. I'm more curious and, take everything you say with a grain of salt. Does everyone actually feel this way? Are you maybe a little insecure and your personalities clash? Also, you brought it to a supervisor and they didn't take action? Almost like they didn't believe you. Do you often have issues with other colleagues? A few reasons most supervisors won't even entertain the complaint is because of who is delivering it. And another reason is the other person is a net benefit to the company and their position. Maybe Matt performs, and he brings more of a net benefit to morale and the bottom line. Sounds harsh, but are you a low performer who also complains? You can't be both. Supervisor has to ask this question: do I create tension, get rid of a good performer, and eventually put my job on the line for someone's feelings? Maybe Matt is a joke and has questionable social skills. Also, maybe his other skills keep a lot of you employed. Just my perspective, the second opinion. Agree or disagree? What's your second opinion? Comment below, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, keep giving opinions. Please like and subscribe. Article link is in the description box below. Thank you for all of your support.